Hello and welcome back to NIMBY Rails. Today we are finally going to be setting up a proper route. So I've already had some temporary routes set up, but these are just done the same way you did back in 1.4 and earlier. They don't use the new functionalities of the lines. I now have enough track built that I've got the full length of the one train. So that starts up in Van Cortlandt Park up here. Runs down through Manhattan, stopping at all stations to South Ferry, which is what I've got built down here. So the entire line is now set up, which means I can start work on a route. I don't really know how this works, but what I'm going to say is if I go one train, or even just one will do, give it its ticket pricing, give it a reasonable colour, and say add stops. So we're going to start out of Van Cortlandt Park and come down to all stations. It's going to be a bit of a way down to add all these in. And we're going to hope I vaguely understand what I'm doing. I did read a guide, but that was several weeks ago, and I didn't double check it again before starting this. So here's hoping I remember what's going on. It's a bit of a way. There's quite a few stations. We go on the outside because we are the stopping service on this train, and where there's express lines, they are in the middle. Through Times Square and down all the way. I think we're almost there. There should be a junction soon where the 2 and 3 split off. There it is. And then we go into the South Ferry station rather than round the loop. Now, here at South Ferry, I do need to say the secondary platform signal is this signal, and the secondary platform is that. So they can also go in there. Now, back to picking stations. We now have to go back up the line. All the way. And none of these stations we can use a secondary platform, we have to stay on the outside. Back through Times Square. And soon we should reach the split again, where the 2 and 3 go off on their own. Yeah, there we go. I've got the 3 set up temporarily. It's a bit of a way to go. We're almost there. Did I do? Well, that's a yard. Yeah. Okay. I presumably didn't accidentally add that in on the way down. Doesn't look like it. Very easy to do with where some of these yards are. We should be almost back now. And then, again, up here at the top, I need the secondary platform signal to be that one. And the secondary platform to be that. On the way out, I would quite like it if we went down there. stayed on the outer track. Okay, so that's a start. That is the base route. And I believe if I look at the timetable, maybe zoom in a bit, all trains just do the full length, I think. Oh, no, some don't. Okay, so there is a separate service in effect. In fact, there's two separate ones. Some only go as far as 137 Street, City College, and some go as far as 215 Street. So that is probably worth also doing. I now have to remember how that's done. I think if you can say there is a button, I think, what I'm doing. Create a new line service. I think this allows you to do express or something, but I awkwardly have to take out the start because I started at the top. I should have started at the bottom. Oh well. So South Ferry to 137 Street, City College. So if I just take these out until I find 137 Street. How would I suffix this? Don't really know. I guess just -1 will do. Where is 137 Street? Here. How would you actually turn around here? I guess you'd have to go into the yard? Or is there a centre track they've used? If you're coming up. Yeah, you can go into the centre track, which I've helpfully not made part of the yard. That would have to be where you go. So we'll go back to lines. If we go down to the bottom and start turning stuff off. (137 Street, City College). And then it's just a matter of how do we get between the two? Well, I can't add platforms, so I can't take it in here and turn it round. Which is what I'd want, ideally. I'm going to have to do a bit of research. So, it looks like I've done it right, in that this is all I can do. I can't add in a stop here to make it turn around at the yard, which is kind of what I need it to do. What I can do is make a new line. That's not what I wanted. Is it not what I wanted? It might be what I wanted. I'm going to make a new line. And this is going to be the 137 Street turnaround. It will run as a technical maneuver. And it will wait on platforms. Not that there's going to be a platform for it to wait on. It will start out of here and run to there. And I don't know if I can do what I need to do to make it turn around in the right place. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to just make it turn around there without making that into a platform. Okay, I will make that into a platform. If I can work out what I'm doing with it. I'll have to probably get rid of multiple nodes here. Can't just select that bit of track. There we go, that's the bit of track I need. delete, delete, delete. Okay. Create station. Medium speed. I have no idea what height those are at. -2 apparently. Needs to be a reasonable length. So I might have to play around with that junction. That'll probably do. This is what I mean, that's going to need moving. That's going to need moving. I can go like so. At this end, connect that in. That will need a bit of adjustment. And off there to that. Build. And then we add in a signal at each end. So now I should be able to say go there and then there. Okay. That will probably work. Then I also need a -2. So if I create a new line service, this one will only be going as far as somewhere. Scroll back up. 215 Street. No, turn off, turn off. There we go. 215 Street. And at the bottom, I just need to see how that one actually is laid out. Again, it's a matter of turning around on the centre line by the looks of it. If I look at this map, which might be more useful. 215 Street is up here. So yeah, it looks to me like they turn around on the centre line. Or they go into the depot. Which is in of itself a little awkward. If I say make another depot line, red, technical manoeuvres, wait on platforms, and this is the 215 Street turnaround. Start there. Go there. Come back here. If I make it stop there, for, I don't know, at least 10 seconds. Does that? Yeah, I'm sure you used to be able to turn around at waypoints. Or did it have to be the end of the line? You could turn around if the waypoint was the end of the track. Right, okay, I've got a new idea. Although the track layout doesn't allow it. It was going to be to come back into the depot. But the track layout does not permit that. Not really sure how to do this one. I don't really want to make that into a station, but I guess I'm going to have to. I have to get rid of that. And that. This is going to need to not be on platform keep straight. That will parent there. That will parent there. And then I connect it in at both ends. And I call this the 215 street center line turnaround. And give it a radius of nothing. Now I should be able to make this line go... Oh, I've got to build the blueprints. There we go. Now I should be able to make this line go in there and then back out here. So that should work. And then what else? If I look at the timetable again, at the end of the day, well, trains never really terminate as such. They always start at Van Cortlandt Park, I believe. No, they always end at Van Cortlandt Park, or one of those earlier stations. They start from Van Cortlandt Park on through 7th Street. Do any of them start from wherever it is? I've already lost track. Can't start from 215 Street, it's not even on this timetable. But they have been known to start from 238 Street. So actually, everything I just did there, completely pointless. I can't get rid of it now. It's just there forever. Oh well, don't need it. Actually irrelevant. Because this is going to be a depot run to here. And I will add a secondary platform signal, which by the looks of it might be all the way back here. And that will go to all of these. If I can actually click them. There we go. And what else? What else do I need? I need to read the guide again for a second. Okay. I think I actually don't need that, and I need to just rename this to the 240 Street Yard route. And this should work. These should provide what I need. Now I just have to work out what I'm doing in terms of writing the timetable for it. So the Wikipedia page might tell me how many trains I need. It uses 31 R62As. So if I go in here and say purchase new trains, and then look for the train that I need. R62A, 10 cars. That looks reasonable, that'll probably fit in most of my stations. Apparently we have 31 of them, I think I can only buy 20 at a time. Orders, manual orders. This is a lot of money. basically all my money. You might start with 10 in order to set the orders. I don't. Yeah, okay. I've got to learn how this works. This is the problem I'm having here. I don't actually know what I'm doing. If I put it on auto run line 1, no. Manual orders. It's very. It's not intuitive. I'll be honest. There's just literally nothing I can click on manual orders. So how do I do anything? Ah, I think I found it. I can append a new order. So I'd like to run line 1. Basically, I'm going to make train 1 this one, in effect. No, I need to start on the southbound because I started at Van Cortlandt Park. So 12:06. This is very confusingly. This is midnight 06. I'm not a fan of this insistence on using a 12-hour clock. And I'd like it to enter at Van Cortlandt Park and exit at 238 Street and depart exactly at 12:06, Monday through Friday. Yeah, you could loop, I guess. Not sure I necessarily want you to loop. Yeah, I said 12:06. I forgot this is in a 24-hour clock. So I need to edit orders. I'd clear it. That's what I need to do. Select all orders. Delete. Start again. Right. Slightly happier now. So 006, we get to South Ferry at 1:02. Out of South Ferry at 1:14. Where's South Ferry in this list? This is a nightmare list to read. South Ferry. Right, you're not meant to get there till 1:02, so that's problematic in of itself, in that the line takes too long to run, too short a time to run. So if I say the default timings based on a reference train of that, yeah, but actually I would like you to say 75. Well, the line duration, okay, so if we go around the whole line, it's not clear exactly what's going on, but if I would start at 0006 and I finish at 2:12, so that would be 126 minutes, or 2 hours and 6 minutes. So then what would this do? It's at South Ferry 2 to 3. That's closer. I think I wanted it to arrive at 2. I wanted it to leave at 14. And it gets back at 2:04, which would be 2:07. So then I need to make South Ferry have a longer dwell. 12 minutes. It's probably not meant to always be 12 minutes, but now it's 12 minutes. Not 12 hours. This clock is really confusing. So, then if I look at this, we leave South Ferry at 1:09, which is not really where I wanted you to leave. Maybe I have to up the duration of the line, or just apply a standard stop time of 30 seconds again. I guess it's in at 56. But I don't want to get in until 02. So this is very confusing. It does tell me the times here. So if I said, as an example, say, if I looked at southbound again, Van Cortlandt Park to Dickman Street should be 9 minutes. And Dickman Street is here. That is about 9 minutes. 96th Street should be 26 minutes in. Yeah, close. That's a bit over. Times Square should be 37 minutes. Again, it's late. South Ferry should be 1:02. And this is where it fails. South Ferry is not 1:02. Chambers Street should be 56. So that's where we gain time. It's between Times Square and Chambers Street. I can't really make this work perfectly. That's what I'm realising. So my new idea is not to do manual orders, do auto run a line. And maybe make all of them auto run it. Oh, it hasn't got manual orders, auto run a line. I still can't select multiple, so deleting trains is a nightmare. I think the best bet initially is not to press that button. Is to just buy 10 trains that run the line. Play the game. They can exist. They're at least doing something. Okay, the next step then would be to say overnight you have the 006, 102, that then forms the 114 out, I remember that much. Back up here. Back at 212 at Van Cortlandt Park. Where it would then form the 225. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 trains overnight. So then we question why I've got 12. And this is where it gets awkward, because that's where you then have to look at manual orders. I want 7 of them to run all day. These all share the same orders, which is a bit awkward. 7 of them run all day, and then more run during the middle of the day. Whatever that may be. Like for now, I guess having just some trains running is an improvement on before, until I can work out what I'm doing. I think I need some advice on this. I don't understand the guide I'm reading. The manual orders seems to be a real pain. I'm not sure that's actually what I necessarily need for this. That's part of my problem. But I'm going to have to leave it here. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you've got any idea what I should be doing instead of auto-running the line. Because I can't work out at all how I'm meant to be duplicating this timetable. Partly because I can't stand reading this timetable. And I'll see you next time.